guys, this is Stevie Cruz with Stevie Cruz Photography. Megan and I, Megan Ready Photography, we teach the Blossom workshops, and part of our workshops always include editing. Well, just to get kick-started on the idea of editing and doing this particular pose, which is called the Froggy pose, you need to learn how to composite an image, which means that you take two images and blend them together to create one final image. This is going to be what I'm going to try and achieve based upon the two images that I shot. So what I have here are the two images up here, and I'm going to blend these two to create the final image that I will then edit. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to do this composite right now. Let's see here. So what I do is I select both images. I am right now in Adobe Bridge. So I select both images. I'm going to open them both up. I'm going to select all so that I have both images over here. I don't feel as though I need to do any tweaking in the way of my image. I have shot it at the exposure I want. I do feel as though I do not have to change the warmth at all. I try to achieve what I can in camera so that I'm not spending time on my computer dealing with all of these different things. We do dive through what these are at a later time, but just to understand the concept of composite, I'm going to go ahead and just open these two files. So I have them both selected, hit open images, and we're going to pull them into Photoshop. And that's where we're going to do our composite. So what I have is my two images open, image 5535 and 537. Here we go, we have it here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first always work on a duplicate layer. So Command J on a Mac is what's going to duplicate my layers. I'm going to come over here and take my lasso tool. I am going to basically lasso part of the image. So I am circling around to the part that does not include my hand. See that there? So I went ahead and I circled what I wanted, and I'm going to, again, Command J a second time. So if I were to turn off these two parts of the picture, I have the completed image with the exception to my hand that I'm going to fill in. So again, what I did was I took the initial image. I'm working on a duplicate layer. I select the portion of the image without my hand. Here we go. And you don't have to select the full image. You can select part of it. I Command J. That gives me that area without my hand. I take the Move tool, which is this top left tool, and I'm going to drag it over to this layer here. This image, see I can move it around. I'm still in my Move tool, is just going to fit right on top of my previous picture. I might need to do a little bit of tweaking here and there, but I'm pretty much going to go ahead and put it right where I want it. What I'm doing right now, as you can see, I can zoom in here. I'm lining up this hand here so that it is going to have the cheek line in sync as best I can over here as well. I can reduce my opacity to see if it's kind of lining up on his head, where it's at. Let's see here. I'm going to merge it. I might change the size on this just a smidge. So I have all four corners. See how they have those marked there? If you hold Shift, you can resize the image to make sure that you are not pulling it out of skew. So you are not going to be changing the size in the way of, how would I explain it, distorting the size. If I did not press Shift and I just started pulling this, do you see I can totally distort this image and it's never going to look the same. That would be a fat, low image. Let me show the opacity here. That just doesn't work here. So I'm going to cancel that there. Bring down the opacity just a smidge again. And I am going to go ahead and put his head right where I want it. So I'm going to, see, I'm working off this hairline here. Right here is where I was working before. So see if I push Shift, kind of downscale a little bit. Here we go. I'm seeing that his eyes are just about in the same place. This eye is perfect. This eye is tilted just a smidge. So when I shot the image, I moved my body just a bit, and that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the opacity back up to 100%. Let's see here, I can move it down so the images, let's see, so these images here, I can move it down so his lips are right in check if I really want. Let's see, something like that, bring it down again. I'm pretty happy with that right there. So I'm going to bring the opacity back up. I'm going to go ahead and press enter or press this check up here to put it in place, if you will. Now I'm going to create a mask. So this...
Mama, cut this.
Go send it to your sissy, please. My kids are home. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to press this square here with the circle inside it, and that's going to bring up a layers mask. This layers mask means it's showing. If I do Command-I, I will invert it and hide that mask itself. So I'm hiding this layer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush with a white layer here, and I'm going to bring my below layer back in. So if I paint with a white brush on a black mask, it will bring in everything that I'm trying to pull in. So see that? Just over here on the right hand side, I have a white brush painting on a black mask, and that'll bring that in. So I'm going to continue on and erase my hand over here. I believe we are pretty close in the way of the composite of how I'm going to want it to be. See that there? A little bit of shadowing. Here we go. I can go all the way across here if I want on the flag. It is a scarf flag. It is not a true American flag for anybody concerned or worried. Let's see here. Put that there. So his head looks pretty good to me. Let's see, I'm going to zoom out. If I want to go ahead and pull this layer up completely, I can. I think that's pretty good as a starting point. So see, here's before and here's after. Before, after. I'm not going to go through with the full edit, but as you can see, I don't have any areas within the image that are out of place, and this is going to be my starting point to where I will continue on with the edit. So there are going to be some reds that I will want to remove within the image. There are going to be some skin flakes and different things, and the rest of my editing technique will be taught as part of our workshop workflow. But I just wanted to go ahead and give you an idea of how to do a composite. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Stay tuned because we will have more to come, and you can also finish this vlog and see more about our upcoming workshops. Hope you have a great day. What up?
My phone, I'm sorry. The email to you.